La 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 la.
Hey, welcome! Welcome to the Instant Gaming Podcast, where we can't shut the fuck up and come up with an intro. So, let's go around the room. You should know who we are by now, but just in case you don't, I am Demix.
I'm Reed. I'm Samuels.
Ravenclaw.
Desert Punk.
And, yeah, that's everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Tracy's here too, but she's reading a book. So,
What book are you reading, Tracy?
It's a good book.
get shut out. But anyway, okay, so we got a couple topics. First, I really want to start with a rant. And No, I got to do this. I got to get this off my chest. I'm tired of seeing it.
Is it about the Arthur memes?
No.
Can we kill the Arthur memes, please?
No, shut the fuck up about Arthur. You're just perpetuating the cycle.
Damn you, Reddit. No, it is about Pokemon Go, because that's still a thing. And, you know, rightfully so, it should be still a thing. But, okay, so I'll make this rant as short as possible. So let me start off by saying, shut the fuck up about the tracking being gone. Okay? Like, people...
I'm so fucking pissed off.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
No, listen, like, they came up with an update. They came up with an update. They came out with an update. Well, they came up with it first, and they came out with it. Where...
They made it.
Well, okay, the tracking wasn't working.
Wait. There was tracking in this game?
There was.
With gigantic ass
And then the first couple days.
Yeah, and then a minor update that they had ruined the tracking, like it killed it. So now they took it out, and people are pissed off. Like, they are honestly, it's like the whole game just changed. And I'm sick and tired of people bitching about it. Like, oh my god, you mean I have to actually try to hunt the Pokemon now? Oh,
Motherfucker,
damn.
I drove 5 miles trying to find a freaking Lickitung.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear
okay.
no shit about it.
You're
You don't even
not
play
fucking
the game
adventure.
anymore.
Listen, top left corner, that's all I gotta say.
Maybe it's because I started...
That doesn't even work
late.
Yeah,
anymore.
that doesn't work anymore.
The top left thing doesn't
No.
work?
Nope.
No.
They just said
They
the
said all of it.
footprints.
Huh?
They just said the footprints got
they
that.
No,
took that
well,
out
the like top left thing didn't work before either. Once the
What
like
the
nearby
fuck is
thing,
the top left thing?
You know.
when you pull up the nearby, how it has 9 spots. The one in the top left was supposed to be the nearest one.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
But
saying. I
once
thought you were
the-
just saying like the top left of the screen. Like, there's nothing up there.
Yeah, you
Okay,
know,
I
that
got what
screen,
you're
that's
saying
the top
now.
left of your screen, man.
It's totally blank, bro.
Well, maybe it's
And
the battery symbol. I don't know.
Yeah.
The 3-step glitch became a thing, and it was just completely like you couldn't. Everything was 3 footsteps. When that happened, that's when it was completely out of order. And maybe it's because I started a week late, and the tracking never worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't give 2 shits that there's no tracking now, because it's the same.
Well, here's the thing, though. The app was free. The app was free. That's all I gotta say. The app was free.
Wait.
They have a right.
Wait.
Yes.
Why can't you finish?
Who has spent money on the site?
So, is that a hand raise for you?
Yes. I've spent 99 cents 3 different times. Twice.
Okay.
I
Well,
spent a
Let
big
me,
old
let, me,
goose egg.
let me clarify. Whenever I do spend money on a free thing and it's a 99-cent thing, it's usually at the end of the week when I have like $1 in my account. And I'm not going to use that $1 for anything, so I'm like, yeah.
fuck savings. I want something from Pokemon.
I'm not saving 99 cents.
Man, Macklemore did it.
Fuck him.
But
He also wrote a hit song while he was doing it.
yeah, he did.
You got 100 problems, 99 cents. Anyway.
Went out and bought a cheeseburger.
But no, seriously, like, I mean, I'll get to that in a second. But the fact that people are bitching to the point where they're like, I'm doing a class action lawsuit against Cyadic because they took out the tracking. That's not what I paid for. I was like, motherfucker, the app was free. What part of this, and that brings me to the refund. People are actually asking and getting refunds because they spent money on Pokeballs and stuff.
Yeah.
No, okay, listen, I'm sorry you spent money on that. But if
Don't be sorry, I wanted lures.
if you are one of those people...
No, they shouldn't get
No.
refunds for that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
dumb.
If you are one of those people, one of those assholes that are going to Niantic and say, man, you broke the game, I want my 99 cents back, or I want my $500 back, as the guy has actually done. Or you could be the Olympic athlete from China that spent $5,000 in the game. I don't give a fuck what you do. But, like, that was your conscious decision to make that, and it has nothing to do with the tracking. You do not deserve a refund, and if you're one of those people that did get a refund for that, fuck you. And you need to stop playing, because...
I have a thing to add on to that. Well,
I
I
think,
completely agree with that. Like, who is going to disagree with that rant? Is that what you're talking about before we started?
Pretty
About
much.
Somebody disagreeing? No.
No, I
If
thought...
think,
well,
if you
it was
buy-
more
if
along
you
the
buy
tracking.
something in that app, you decided to do that. Like,
it has no bearing on whether there's a tracking system or not.
Yeah.
I have something to add to that.
Yeah.
The people asking for refunds that I've seen, or all the ones that I've seen, have been people that did spend money on it, bought and spent like a bunch of money on it, and then when this new update came out, they logged in and they were level 1 with nothing. They completely got their account reset, and that's why they wanted the money back or the refund.
Well, there's
because
better.
they lost everything that they had. They had spent all that money on it to get like incubators and shit, and then it was all gone.
Okay, well, I didn't read that. If that is the case, that's the only exception. But other than that, I swear I've like read multiple reports and I didn't see any of that.
Oh.
Not saying it's not a thing. I'm just saying I didn't see that. But if that is the case, then okay, I get that. But if you're just one of these whiny little bitches that's like, oh my god, the tracking's gone. I want all my money back for all the Pokeballs I wasted or all the lures I wasted. Just fuck off. You know, this is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things. We ought to be grateful that a company like as broken as it is, that a company such as Niantic, is that how you say it? Niantic or whatever?
I call it Niantic. But
Niantic?
I don't think it matters.
I think it's the end.
Everybody knows what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
anyway.
call it Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. But like, we ought to be grateful that a company like Niantic or Niantic created something that we've wanted, and they did it for free. They could have easily went like, oh my god, this is a cash grab. We could charge $5 for this app, and people will still buy it. They could have
That's why
done
they
that.
made it paid to play
What about
because you'll get a lot more
Niantic?
money out of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the current like
Niantic.
the most
Niantic.
profitable like way to set it up right now is to make it pay to play.
Oh yeah, I know, I get that, but they could have still done it. They could have still
but,
charged
like,
money.
They wouldn't have made as much money.
Oh, I guarantee you they would have made as much money. Like, they would have kept the microtransactions in there. But I'm just saying, they could have made the app itself $2 or $1.99 or 99 cents or whatever.
And
Big-
then have to pay on top of it.
I guarantee you they could have done that.
I've never.
They
seen
could have
one
done
like
it,
that.
but
They didn't,
I wouldn't
thank
have bought
God.
anything
There's a lot of
else.
apps that you have to pay to get, so
But
I could see them making a lot of money off it because the people are going to buy it anyway.
Yeah, because it's
Well,
Pokemon.
I don't think I've seen one where you had to pay for the game and then you had to pay inside of the game again.
I'm sure there's one somewhere.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Something
I'm sure there's like
that, I
some
wouldn't have got it.
small
I'm sure there's
little app
one-
by one person.
I'm sure there's one somewhere, and they're probably all by EA.
EA sucks. But no, I just had to get that off my chest because like there's people that are just bitching and bitching about it. It's like if you don't like it, stop playing it. The app was free. Don't ask for your money back unless you're one of those poor bastards that had your account reset. Okay, I get that. But stop this whole class action lawsuit thinking Niantic's out to get you. Okay, let's get one thing straight. And we covered this in a podcast a long time ago. When I mean a long time ago, I mean earlier in the year. Remember, I don't know which one of us brought it up, but I remember saying that video games are made nowadays 90% complete. Do we remember that? 90% complete. And that goes for every game. Doesn't matter if it's a AAA title or a phone game. They are made 90% complete. And then they patch it as problems persist. Same thing with Pokemon Go. Server issues, you gotta expect it. Tracking issues, maybe not as expected, but it was still there. The fact that some people had issues with phantom Pokeballs, okay, that's just one of those random things that you don't expect to happen. My point is, the games are not made 100% anymore. They're not. They're just not. They're made 90%,
Well, games
and then
have
they get
never
patched.
been made 100% complete. Like back when the Atari was the first console people bought, they shipped games without even testing them.
Yeah.
And then they would later call that features.
we
If you do this thing,
fixed this.
You get this weird color scheme.
Yeah.
Woo,
I don't think
features.
games have ever been made. That's like one of the big speedrun games I watch is Super Mario World, and that game is rife with glitches in it. So there's always been games that were made and sent out like 90% complete.
Fair
Even
point.
back then.
Fair point. But people are expecting them to be complete. Like, they can't get over the fact that when a game's released, they're like, oh my god, the multiplayer doesn't work. I was one of those people, I ain't gonna lie. But it's like, oh my god, the multiplayer doesn't work. Or, oh my god, the tracking's broken. Or, oh my god, I have a phantom Pokeball. You gotta expect it nowadays.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you expect a game to have 100%, you know, be 100% perfect or completed, you're in for a very bad disappointment. And this is just another case. And these people that are whining and bitching and suing Niantic, I hope they lose all their cases unless, like I said, they're one of those poor people got their levels wiped or whatever. I
Yes.
get that.
And if you are one of those poor bastards that get your account reset, I did read that Niantic said that your account is safe. That they have like some record of like
It should be
all
backed
that
up to the
stuff.
server.
Is it? I just read that they were safe and that they would get them back. I don't know if it's happened, if they reset them yet.
From what I've
Put it
heard,
back.
if like you force close the app or uninstall and reinstall it, it'll sync back up with the server and you'll get everything back. But I don't
Okay.
know, there might be a glitch somewhere where it deletes everything.
Oh, there you go. Take tips.
Yep.
The thing that gets me is like they put the tracking in, and I like the tracking, but I think they should have fixed it instead of just taking it completely out.
Well, hopefully
I think
they
it's
will
down. I think they took it out so that they could fix it. But
It may have
The
been
thing-
causing other issues too.
yeah, and so they're like trying to like test that before they put it back into the game. But the reason why I was pissed on when they did this update was the tracking is completely broke. You know what's in like a 1 to 2 mile like radius around you. You know what's there. You don't know any way around it. So the fucking Pokemon could be in your neighbor's like backyard with a fence and a dog in it, and you can't get to it.
Damn
and
Ralph.
you won't even know where the hell it is. So like that's what pisses me. Or it could be on the middle of the fucking interstate.
Well, not only that though, it could be like someplace that you were down here and it picks up there's a Magikarp and a Caterpie or whatever, and then you go
Caterpie.
like 5 miles down the road and those are still on your list from back
Yeah.
there, and so you're like, oh man, there's a Magikarp because you didn't notice it before. Now you're walking around all over here and you're never gonna find this
Yeah,
Magikarp.
and the spawns they only last about 15 minutes. So if it takes 15 minutes for you to check like half of like the area that it could be in, then it could despawn before you even find it.
And then sometimes when it despawns, it doesn't even go off your list.
Yeah.
So like you're still over there searching for it, and it's not even there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that brings me up to another point.
Well, can I finish my point?
Absolutely, yes.
But what pissed me off was that
That
the nearby is in tracking is just broke, completely broke.
Mhm.
So websites like Pokevision found a way around that by letting you scan an area once every 30 seconds to see what's around that area, which is about the size, a little bit bigger than your like character circle, and sometimes sometimes it like kind of glitch and give you more than that. It was just kind of weird how it got the information, and so you could see where it was, and you could go get it, which was great for if you were wanting, say, a Growlithe, which I've caught about 5. One of those was not using Pokevision, and I've been playing since day 1 of this fucking game, and I've still only legitimately caught 1 Growlithe, and then 4 through Pokevision. They made it where Pokevision you can't even use that anymore, or any third-party like website that would help you find Pokemon.
I know they're getting all that stuff taken down now.
Yeah, it's all gone. Yeah, they can't ping the server at all.
And
Yeah.
to that point, that ruined basically the entire experience for me, because out of all the like different Pokemon that I found and captured, the Pokemon I've caught the least, not counting like Pokemon that I haven't actually found at all, is my favorite Pokemon in the game, which is Charmander, and you get 1 as a starter. So I've caught 1 besides the one that they give you for free. And how am I supposed to level him up when I can't find any in my area? He doesn't spawn here. I have to go to a freaking zoo that's 30 minutes away or whatever, and then hope I get lucky with the tracking system that doesn't work, that I find the Pokemon and get these candies that never existed in the original games to level my Pokemon up to what I want. Like, I don't want a bunch of random grass Pokemon or bug Pokemon. I want the Pokemon that I think are cool.
You don't want 1,000 Caterpies?
Not whatever Niantic thinks that, oh, this area should have these kinds of Pokemon. No, they should have all the kinds of Pokemon so I can find the ones I want. Like,
Well, to be fair, I don't think you're going to find a Gyarados in the desert.
no, but that just ruins your entire experience for someone who lives there. What if that person
If you had
has no ability to travel somewhere else,
Go
but
to
they
a lake.
really love Pokemon and they want to play your game, and hell, maybe they even want to buy the microtransactions to support your game, but they can't get the Pokemon they want because, oh, well, you live in a desert, sorry, fuck you.
Yeah,
Like,
and
Wait until
That's
it rains or
why-
go to a lake.
that's why the
Weather doesn't have any effect.
yeah, and I haven't seen it really effective.
Uh,
I thought I kind of like was testing that
if you hate that, something that might really chap your ass is there's some Pokemon that you can't catch in certain countries.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Legion locked or something.
Yeah.
Regional.
Yeah, area.
You can only get a Kangaskhan, the kangaroo Pokemon
Australia.
in Australia. You can only get a Mime.
Well, you can get them out of the eggs too. I heard.
You can get that's the only other way to get them is out of a 10-kilometer egg or whatever egg they hatch out of.
Yeah.
which The ones that are limited to a country are in 10-kilometer eggs.
Still
But see,
haven't had a
even
10
with that, though,
kilometer
they're
egg
giving
yet.
you a way to get them. Like, you might not necessarily get those other Pokemon that don't hatch out of the eggs, but that don't also show up in your area.
Starters are supposed to come out of 2Ks,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you
let me
also
tell
have
you
a
how
chance
many
to
I've
How
get
got
many?
out of
Pidgey
the
and
Yeah,
shit.
how many
2K.
people have gotten one of the starter Pokemon out of a 2K egg in this room?
I don't know about
I got
Lucky
one
bastard!
Bulbasaur. I got one
a
Bulbasaur.
Pikachu.
One
Oh, yeah,
Bulbasaur.
I
That's
did.
it.
Pikachu
I got
moved
like
to the rare category.
7 Caterpies.
But I do have like
What
5
category?
2-kilometer eggs I haven't used yet.
Uh,
I haven't even got a 10-kilometer egg.
I got one this week,
I'm
or
happy.
no, last week. I got
Well,
one.
They're not
This
exactly.
one hatched to a Zubat.
They're not exactly all they cracked up to be because I've had like 6 10Ks and I've gotten freaking EVs and all kinds of stupid shit that aren't like rare at all. I can find an EV if I walk outside right now.
Yeah.
Travis said that the only thing that ever spawns around his house is Eevees and Venonats. That's the only thing that shows up around his house. The only thing that shows
We
up
all
at my
call it
house.
3 Venonats in my living room, though.
Yeah. And I was just say that that whole like system, the spawn system, I wouldn't mind at all if it wasn't dependent upon you catching the same Pokemon over and over and over again to level that Pokemon up.
Yeah. Like if you could find that one single Pokemon and then like, oh, I don't know, your original games where you could fight the wild Pidgeys and the wild Caterpies and the wild Weedles that you find constantly to level up your Pokemon that way and evolve them. And hey, if you want to use the candies and do it that way, there's an alternate way to do it. But
Yep.
why not have the original way of battling the wild Pokemon to level your own Pokemon up? So if you do only find one Charmander ever, you can still level them up and get a Charizard eventually.
Well, you know, one thing that is in like the handheld game that isn't in this that I really wish they'd put in, now that you said that, was, you know, whenever you catch a Pokemon, you can look into the Pokédex and see where their area is.
Yeah.
What if they did that?
That would be a way to at least let you know where they're going to spawn.
Yeah,
you could
where you
be
at least
in that
find them.
area if you really want,
Yep.
that kind of Pokemon.
Because it's
Take
like,
notes, Niantic.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, listen to
there's
us.
been a few people in the different groups that I'm in
I know
talking
you're
about.
listening to this podcast.
That's how I found out that
Stop.
the Chattanooga Zoo was a nest for Charmanders. That's how I found that out, was through that group. But I don't know what else other nests are around here. If they had like like kind of a map that, or like some indicator telling you, hey, there's a nest in this direction. You could go or like a breeding ground for this thing in this direction. That would help a whole lot. 'Cause if that's the way they want to do it, then going and finding a nest or a breeding ground for the specific Pokemon that you want is going to be about the only way to really level up the Pokemon that you want.
What they could really do is add another thing from the games. Is in the games there's a place called the Safari Zone.
Oh shit! Yes.
Where now don't have that because in the Safari Zone you're only supposed to catch certain types of Pokemon in there. Kind of like what they do where you only find certain Pokemon in certain areas. But have like a park in the game, or just make it like a Pokestop where you can just go and just look for Pokemon in that area. It has like not all the Pokemon, but the majority of them here, and you can just go to this one place and try to find the one thing you're looking for.
I wouldn't care if it was something like, you know, you can only go to it like once a day or something.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fine too. At least it's a way to, I'm looking for this specific thing because I want to get a specific Pokemon leveled up. Like I've got a Rhydon that I caught during our adventure at the park that I want to get leveled up, but I've not found another one since. I'd go to that park every day I had a chance to and find there's another Rhydon and catch it, level the motherfucker up. That's what I do.
I caught a Sandshrew the other day. You know how many more Sandshrew I've seen?
I've seen
0.
one the entire
I've
time.
seen 0. That is the only one.
You know,
I've caught one Sandshrew, and then I saw one Sandslash. 5 Pokeballs broke out of and then ran away. Son of a bitch. And it was in my fucking apartment. You know how many times I've seen that since then?
Yes.
None!
Because it knew not to come back. It was like,
Because
like
you know what
the.
spawns around here? Damn Zubats and Eevees.
It was like, oh
Don't
shit,
forget
I'm
Pidgeys.
late for the
I can't
cool
even
planet.
get
Pidgeys.
in Eevee.
It's like, oh shit, I'm in the wrong place. I'm in this Eevee spot. Let me run away real quick.
Well, that kind of eliminates my other question I had.
Oh, what was the other question?
No, you guys literally just answered it.
Something I just remembered from him saying that he only caught one Charmander. My mom, I got her to start playing, and at one point, 2 days in a row, she found first a Bulbasaur, just on her way home from work. Next day, she
not
showed
driving
me her
Pokemon
because she
Go.
shows me every day what she's called. And she showed me another one. I'm like, wait, scroll back up. She had a fucking Eeveesaur. Caught it the day after she caught just a Bulbasaur. I was like,
An Eevee-saur. Is that like an Eevee with leaves
Ivy.
growing out of it?
they're obviously.
Good old Eevee.
That's a better Pokemon than what they've come up with lately. Sorry,
You wanna
continue.
talk about
No,
the
keep
Pokemon?
keep going.
No, that was it. I was just gonna say she caught like the starter, one of the starters, and its second evolution back to back 2 different days.
Nice.
But I mean, yeah, I think y'all are really gonna hate the new Pokemon game
No,
coming out. If you hate the way they've come up with Pokemon the last couple of games,
I mean, I don't
I've already saw
mind
that executioner. His head is like.
Yeah.
I don't
Fucking
know.
palm
not
tree
even that,
Pokemon.
because you could kind of understand that. Like it's just like
I can't.
this egg's
I can't
turned into a
justify
tree. The tree grew bigger. No, they have two. I've only seen 2 versions of it. They have Pokemon from the original games on this. The place this takes place is an island.
Ninetales and
Ninetales or Vulpix and Ninetales and Sandshrew and Sandslash, but they're ice Pokemon.
see, I think those look cool.
They look cool. That's what I'm saying. It's like they're not even making new Pokemon anymore. They're just
Well,
changing
that's
them.
actually I think that's entirely like a pretty brilliant like marketing plan for them because they Pokemon Go just got released, and when was the last time any of us played like one of the handheld Pokemon games?
Not
You
unless
know
I
what you're gonna
illegally
do. I've
downloaded
played
it.
every
So,
game
that's
except
one.
Black and White
Okay,
and Black and White 2.
That's one, Brian.
Not unless I legally downloaded it and used an
Amos.
emulator.
About 12 years.
Reed.
Unless you want to count the emulators since Game Boy Color ended.
And yep, that's the exact same for me. So one person out of here has. How many of y'all have looked into the new Pokemon game that's coming out in November?
No, fuck that, dude. I stopped looking past 151.
Well, me and Reed both have. And we might actually end up getting it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to buy it because I want the original way Pokemon was compared to this Pokemon Go deal.
Yep, and that
I think-
and making the updating the old versions of Sandshrew and Vulpix, that just kind of that makes it more familiar, but makes it different at the same time for other people. And then they did add new Pokemon to it. I mean,
2 things. One, I like because they also put a background to why they changed. So I saw the Sandshrew one. It was like the reason it's now an ice Pokemon instead of desert is because it lives on. I guess this island's supposed to have 2 parts. One where it's like an actual like tropical island. One that's like frozen. And since it didn't live in a desert like regular Sandshrews, it had to evolve. Mm-hmm.
More puns.
Great.
Had to
counter.
like adapt to its environment, and it changed into ice. But it changed it, so now it's not as mobile as regular Sandshrews because it's built up like just a shell of ice. So it's not as mobile, but it's got better defense. So it's actually
So it
got a
changes the
story
stats
as to
and
why.
stuff, too.
Yeah. The second thing is, I think I'm the only motherfucking person in the world who has kept up completely with Pokemon over the years.
That's absolutely not true.
Well,
By that I mean like, yeah, people still play it, but I think it's like always more like for everybody played the first games, like all of us played them. Second set come out, a lot of people played them from the first set, but mostly it was new players. Same with the third generation. Still some people playing it from the originals, but just a lot of new people. I might exclusively be one of the. I'm the only person I know who has kept up with the whole thing. Like none of y'all have. Like I don't know anybody.
when people start talking,
anybody I'm
like,
friends
I
with
do.
who has.
I have a friend.
when people
Who's
start
I
talking,
have a friend.
I think we're thinking
I have
of the
one.
exact same person.
when people start talking about like shinies and breeding and all this stuff, I'm just like, what? Because I didn't do any of that stuff.
Pokesex
I did.
says.
I did that in.
Version,
Gold and
generation
silver.
2. Yeah, gold and silver.
See, my thing is, if I buy the new game, I'm just going to be trying to capture the Pokemon from the original game and use them as my team.
See, and that's my problem. That's what I hate so much is people are like, it's changed too much. You can still just play the fucking game and just catch them. You don't have to
That's
worry
why-
about all the new shit.
That's why.
Yeah, that's what I would do because
Yeah.
I don't care about the new stuff, but I still love the like series, so I want to play it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why. Like, that's why me and Reed
I'm-
are both probably going to end up getting the new one, and we won't have a problem with it.
I'm airing my grievances. I'm pissed
Shut
off
the
that
fuck
people
up
get
and
mad
play the
about new
game.
Pokemon.
I'm not really pissed off about new Pokemon.
I know y'all know. I'm just saying, just in general, like people like these Pokemon look stupid, and
Dude.
y'all said it at one point. Just people on the internet, which I know it's the internet. People do that, but I've talked to people like when I've gone to GameStop, and they're like, "Yeah, I stopped playing Pokemon. Why'd you stop playing it? Because Pokemon looks stupid. The fucking original 151 looks stupid. They look dumb compared to any other thing you've ever seen. I don't get it.
It's all well.
People get pissed off.
They grew
because
up with that one, so those look cool to them, and it's just like TV shows and everything where the original, they grew up with that, they love that, that looks amazing. You go to something new, and no matter what it is, it's going to look stupid because they grew up on the one before.
But I grew up with the original 151. I played on a Game Boy. I caught Charmander. I've caught him every game I've ever been able to. He's always my starter. Even in X and Y, like you get your starter for that game, then you get the option to pick from the first three from the original game. And I've got Charmander.
Well, if they let you do that in the new one, I'm going to fucking love it.
I don't know if they will. I haven't read into that. But, like, and then he became my starter. I forgot completely about the first one I got. I threw him in the back of the party and just played with Charmander. But it's like, I played the games all the way through, and I've loved every set of Pokemon. I've never hated any of the Pokemon in any game. But there's people that bitch that they've given Eevee more evolutions. Like, they just took the original concept of a fire, a water, and a lightning dog, and added grass and rock, a dark and a psychic.
Very.
But why not
Very?
add that to some other Pokemon then? Why is it just Eevee that gets to do that?
Because it's
just-
evolutions, man.
The story behind it is Eevee is a Pokemon that has
Pikachu shoot rocks out of his butt.
has a messed up genetic structure, which is why it's like that. That's the thing. Like, there's no Pokemon that has that.
It can just evolve into basically kind of any.
The closest equivalent is like the
Yeah.
Pokemon that have different forms. Like there's what is it? I told you about Zigzagar, I think is its name, and it has like a 10%, a 5%, a 10%, 50%, and 100% forms. Or Deoxys, it has a fight form, it has an attack form, an offense form, and a speed form that you can get. It's all different things. There's a Pokemon you can catch where you can get plates in the game that change its type. So it can be a rock or a grass or a fire or water, whatever plate you put on it, or have it hold. And people don't like it because they think it's stupid. I'm like, it's no different or no stupider than the original concept. I don't understand why people just rag on it.
Kind of just like, you don't like it? Make your own fucking Pokemon game.
Well,
I thought I was
that's
gonna be the
thing,
only one
though,
with a rant.
is they have to add something new, or like it's going to be the exact same thing that it always was. So, adding all the stuff you can hold and all that, they're adding the new content for people to like.
Yeah.
But the game is still going to play like you don't have to use any of that. If you want to play it like vanilla from the very first generation, then you can. So there's no reason to like shit all over it.
Yeah, it's a series that I love that I hate hearing people bitch
Although I will
about.
say
So-
this: there are Pokemon in every generation that I think look dumb as hell, and I will never.
Name one
get
from the
to
original.
Jigglypuff,
Jinx.
Clefairy,
Nicki Minaj.
especially Clefable. When it evolves into Clefable, that thing looks like a stupid motherfucker.
They look dumb, but it's like
Yeah.
that's fine. Thinking they're dumb, you're like, that's dumb, and you catch it for the Pokedex.
No, I don't
And
even like. A lot
Or
of
you
times I
don't
don't
catch
even
it,
do that.
you're like, that's stupid, I don't want it. And I do that too. But there's people, the thing I'm saying is like, there's people who won't play
Well, so
because
that's
they
just,
think it's dumb. That's
that's
what I have agreements
yeah.
with.
I can agree with you on that.
I'll give you a point. One of the games added a thing called contest to the game, where you go like it's like a beauty pageant thing, and you go in
It
and
was
use a move.
Emerald, wasn't it? Emerald Sapphire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go in and you can use your Pokemon's move, and you get a rating from judges. If you win, you get different things. And a lot of people didn't like that. I liked it. I thought it was a cool concept. So you have your moves with like their PP and all that, and what they do.
Yeah.
Then you go to another menu, and it says this is its content's performance. This is how much it appeals to people, how much people like it, all that.
It was something to get used to.
It
It's
took me a while to
like-
get used to it, and I liked it because it was something different in the game.
I know, like, I first tried it, and my Pokemon were kind of weak then. I was
Sorry.
like, yeah, this is kind of dumb.
I had a drink before
But
this.
then I came back whenever my Pokemon were really freaking strong, and, it was kind of fun then.
It's good to know that you drank and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is PP. Oh yeah, all right, I get you. No, I hear you. But
Really?
going
Oh,
back,
no, that one
going
I'm really excited for the new game.
going
That's why
back to
I'm
the
so
original
furious, man.
point.
It's gonna be excited.
I'm excited for it too. That's the one thing though that Pokemon Go I think did.
You don't have to get a
Exactly.
DS.
Everybody back into Pokemon because like I'm hyped for the new game, and literally the last 5 generations or whatever, I didn't give 2 shits. So it's like I think it's a great thing that they did with this game, and especially the whole like I guess community like coming together involvement kind of thing, and getting people out and active and stuff like that. So I just think they messed up on certain things that they implemented.
I'd just like to say I like Execute's new. I don't know how to say the region's name. I think it's Alolan.
Alola?
Alola, something like that. That's the region you play in. I like his new like evolution thing.
With the long ass
neck. He's a tree.
I think it's stupid.
I think it's
You want
hilarious.
to know why?
I think it's funny. That's why I like it. It's because it's funny. I want to get it just because it's funny looking.
The reason why I think it's stupid is because they made Sandshrew and Sandslash nice version, Vulpix and Ninetales a nice version. What do they do for Execute? Instead of making them a fucking pine tree, they just make them a taller little.
He's like a coconut tree. That's what he's supposed to be. Well, not
Yeah,
the original, but that's what he's now supposed to be. It makes sense to me.
In the original one, he looked like a coconut tree, just a short one.
Yeah,
Now he looks
now
like
he's
a
grown
tall one.
up. It's been like 15 years. He's grown up.
Sam, he has the high ground
Welcome
now.
to the Pokemon Podcast.
But
And
I
they
think,
killed it.
Give up, Eevee. I have the high ground.
I think if they were gonna make him like a new, like make him evolve to his climate, then he would have evolved into a pine tree instead of a.
He's got a tail. I like that. It's pretty funny.
He gave him a tail for real?
Yeah, he's got a
I
tail with
haven't seen
coconuts
the
on it.
I did not see that either.
That's awesome.
It just seems like it's going to be such a fun ride for this game.
Well, Dakota, I will probably be joining you for it, and I think everybody else in the podcast should too. That way we can all, instead of doing
Everybody get your
podcasts,
transfer cables.
You said you were going to buy a 3DS because you wanted to play Fire Emblem.
Mm-hmm.
So buy you a 3DS, get Fire Emblem, and get this game too.
what's is the 3DS the latest handheld?
The new 3DS is the latest.
So what's the name of it?
That's
Is it
actually
literally
what it's
the
called.
new 3DS.
It's
Yeah.
literally the new 3DS. That's
Yeah.
what they called it.
They
Yeah.
couldn't even do it like throw in
It's
the
way-
Neo 3DS or some shit like that.
The
No,
Neo
it's
3DS.
it's
3DS Slim X.
it's the Nintendo 3DS and the Nintendo 3DS XL. The new one, and it's just like, with like slim consoles, it's just more powerful. And it's the new Nintendo 3DS and the new Nintendo 3DS XL. And you can only get the XL here, as far as I remember.
Someone's
Oh,
getting
that's
money
great.
to
So
call
how
it
much
that.
more expensive is the XL over the other one?
I've always bought the XL because I've got gargantuan meaty hands. I didn't want a small console.
There was another joke there.
That was a good joke.
Balls.
Too bad you guys couldn't see it.
Giggity.
All right, well, going back to the original thing from
What we're talking about?
20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to the podcast.
No. No.
Oh, it's always there.
God damn it. Out of 5, what would you give Pokemon Go?
Are we going like around the room or?
Yeah.
All right, Brian, you go first.
Because Brian was so involved in this conversation and knew exactly what we were talking about.
Reed knew the curveball I was
I
going
was
to throw
waiting for
before I
like
threw
Brian
it.
to like just look up and be like,
He talked to me while y'all were talking before I ran it. Give it a 5.
I don't know. I give it maybe like a 3 because they did good with the concept and they're slowly getting better, but it's not as good as it can be.
All right.
Give
Go.
it a 6 out of 5.
Whatever.
Give it a 3 out
Well-
of 5 too. Why not?
My rating is a 2-part rating. The game, I think it's a 5 out of 5 because it has a lot of potential and it's a really great concept. However, Niantic, they get a 2. Or no,
Don't
they get
review
a
the
1.
company, just review the game.
Well, this is why.
We say EA
How-
sucks every episode. I mean.
Well, this is what Niantic needs to. This is what they need to get better about. Not patching the game, not fixing stuff. I don't care about that. They need to get better at communicating with the community because we didn't. Most of the information that we've gotten officially from Niantic was in Comic-Con last week at their panel. They don't communicate. They don't have like moderators and shit giving out they don't give out official like patch notes and stuff like that.
Well, they're a small ass company, aren't they? Like,
No.
they're an offshoot of Google.
Let's keep this answer short because we spent enough time on Pokemon. So
Okay.
Never spent.
5 to Pokemon Go, 1 to Niantic.
Hey, it's my turn. I give them a 2.5 out of 5 because bring back the battle system.
2.5.
I want to be able to get a damn Charizard.
All right, cool. So, 2.5. 2 out of 5. Yeah, listen.
So wait, you
All
give
right.
a 0.5? Wait, what'd you say?
2 out of 5.
Okay.
I'm pretty much right with 7 on that one. 2 out of 5. Good concept, poor execution, but they'll get better.
Bring back battling.
But,
Yes, bring back battling.
I don't want Pidgeys. I want to kill them.
But, good segue though. Speaking of ratings, Suicide Squad. If people are not falling asleep from our 35 minutes of Pokemon talk.
Hey man, if you fall asleep during Pokemon,
You don't want me to talk
You suck.
about Pokemon for
You know what,
35 minutes? Don't bring it up.
Yeah, we could go back and review, like, we could give our ratings and opinions on the first Pokemon game if we really
Nope,
want to
next
drag that out.
podcast we're going to be nothing but Pokemon.
Listen, if y'all want to do that without me here, go ahead.
No, you got to be here. You got to start the podcast.
so what I'm hearing is you're the one that falls asleep during the 35 minutes. Of Pokemon.
Absolutely. No.
Help, you're out of loop.
So,
Okay, Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, the motherfucking I was fixing to say game movie that everyone was waiting for, and it's been shit on since the day it's been made.
Well, hold
Rightfully
on a
so.
second.
Let me finish my thought, and you will be the first one to start. The reviews have been. You can stop doing the Hitler sign now. The first.
Damn it, Brian.
It's got poor review out of the critics, which that's what critics are supposed to do. They're supposed to give it shit reviews, or they're supposed to be as critical about it as possible. PG-13, not an R-rated like Deadpool. Apparently, they did not pay attention when Deadpool was being made. So, what do you guys think? Starting with Reed, what do you guys think of the new Suicide Squad movie? Even though none of us have seen it yet, just based on what you've seen and what you've heard.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to go first. I didn't even really have anything. All I was going to
Yes,
say
you did.
was
Oh.
not everybody was looking forward to it. Like, I didn't give two shits that they were making a Suicide Squad movie.
Well, it was anticipated.
I guess. I think it's more along the lines of they are really pushing it to be anticipated. Like, it's all over the damn place. Like,
Soon as I
oh,
heard about
5
that,
days till Suicide Squad, 3 days till Suicide Squad. Like, everywhere I look, there's a damn Suicide Squad poster or some shit.
Yeah.
But, I'll probably see it for the simple fact that the main character is pretty freaking cool, and also happens to be a pretty hot chick.
That's not the main character.
That's not
No,
the
it's the
main
main character if you look at their advertising.
Shit.
And
They do advertise Harley
like
Quinn a
that's
lot.
literally all they ever advertise.
I
But
don't know.
Because
Fuck
Jared
Deadshot,
Leto
I
sucks as a Joker.
and
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing
Even Will Smith.
The thing
though.
about me with the Suicide Squad and the whole critic thing and like saying it sucks and all that is like I haven't seen it, so
Yeah.
I don't really care what the critics say because a lot of the times when the critics say it sucks, it actually doesn't suck, and so I don't base my opinions off of what they say. So I probably will go see it and decide for myself whether it was a good or bad movie. But I do agree that if you're gonna make a movie about a team of all supervillains, then it probably needs to be an R-rated movie and not a PG-13 movie, so that you can get a little more crazy with it. And I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's really all I want.
Right. Okay. Cool. I agree with you. Should have been an R-rated movie. All superhero and supervillain movies should be R-rated because of the... I mean, look, they're not making a documentary. They're making a movie about, in this case, a certain group of supervillains.
I think they do
I mean-
that though because like they want to be able to get more audience in there because if they make it R-rated, then all the kids that love superheroes and supervillains, they're not going to be able to,
Oh, well,
to go to the movies.
Tough luck. Get older.
Like, I mean, I agree with that.
Hold the
That's,
fuck
that's not
up.
the movie studio.
Why don't you go see 50 Shades of Grey?
That's not the movie studio's thinking on it. Their thinking is how can we get the most butts in the seats.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. They changed Deadpool around.
Yeah, I think
But
Deadpool did pretty
I
good.
think they knew that Deadpool would be a hit, and all the people who are super into Deadpool would be really pissed if it wasn't rated
I don't know
R.
about that because, I mean, they shot it to be PG-13 and finished shooting it and had to go back to shoot more scenes when it became R-rated. So somebody just like, at the camera was just like, no, R-rated, fuck you. Probably Ryan Reynolds walked in the board of directors.
Probably
Fuck you.
Probably a true Deadpool fan.
Yeah.
Like Ryan Reynolds.
Or probably Deadpool himself.
Yeah.
Straight from Chernobyl.
Alright, so someone else, quick thoughts on it.
I wasn't really that hyped about it at all, but I'll probably be going to see it because my girlfriend wants to go see it.
She a Harley Quinn fan?
No, she's just a Suicide Squad fan.
Oh, okay.
She and a big Batman
Batman.
is her favorite series. But I kind of agree that if you're gonna take a villain turn villains into the heroes of a story,
They're not.
That is not what Suicide Squad is.
Suicide.
okay, Dakota, tell me what do the villains do?
Suicide Squad is literally a group of supervillains who have life sentences, and Amanda Waller goes in and says, "Hey, we have these missions clandestine that we cannot have regular people do, and we can't have heroes doing. So here's what we'll do: we'll let you be the team that takes care of these missions. And the thing is, this lets you get out instead of having to sit in your prison cell, and you get to kill people. And the way they govern that is, it's like, I think part of it is they can get time off of a life sentence, like they get
It's supposed to be easier sentences.
yeah. And then also in the comics, I doubt they do it in the movie, they plant nano bombs inside of them, nanomachine bombs, so they don't just run off and do whatever they want. So it's not them turning villains into heroes. It's just them letting villains do what they do and take care of business that's too dirty for regular people to do, or regular heroes to do. That is all Suicide Squad is. It's literally just villains. I keep fucking it up. It's all Suicide Squad is just villains being villains, but working for the government. That's it.
So
Being forced to do something.
They're not forced to. They're asked to. They just do the nanobomb thing as a precaution, so villains don't
They don't kill the
do
wrong
what
people.
villains do and just go off and kill everyone because they can. In the comics, they do just kill everybody.
So
Nice.
if you're gonna take a group of villains and make them do the right thing,
Nope, still not that. It's not them doing the right thing. They're doing the dark missions
Hang on.
that regular people can't do.
Dakota, hang on,
I'll let you finish. Maybe we'll get to it.
pass.
I don't like when people
That was
say that
interesting.
because it's not what it is. It's nothing. It's
Fast.
nothing about villains doing the right thing or being good people or anything. It's literally villains doing what villains do, just in the service of the government. Because partly
Dakota?
they're coerced to, and partly because they can.
Dakota, not to offend you, but take a look at my face. That's how much I care about that movie.
Take a look at my
That's
face.
I'm
fine.
gonna
if
be
you-
watching it.
Take
if
a
you
look at
don't-
my face.
That's
No, I'm not. I was just trying to. I had it completely wrong. I'll be corrected this weekend. And that's all I have to say.
That's fine. I just don't like, because I heard people when they heard about it and heard that it's like villains working for the government, and everybody was like, "Oh, they're turning them into heroes." They're not fucking heroes. They are villains. It is Harley Quinn. It is Deadshot. It is in the movie Croc. It's
I got a
supposed to
question
be-
about that
What?
whenever you guys get it.
Well, whenever that's all I've got to say, because I wasn't anticipating this to be a movie that came out. I didn't think they would make this movie. And when I looked into it and read what it was about, I was like, all right, this is pretty interesting. I like this idea. Also, in regards to everyone saying that they hate to look for the Joker, in every review I've seen just about, the only thing they critics really liked was the Joker in this movie.
Really? Because I heard that Leto's Joker was a poor imitation of Joker in the review that I read.
It depends on your view of it. I will say something that I heard Bernie mention about it, because they talked about this on their podcast, was that
Not Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Burns, from Bruce T fame. There has never been a bad Joker, ever. Not since Cesar Romero did it. Not since Jack Nicholson did it. Not when Heath Ledger did it. I'm not going to
So
assume.
left out the best one. Mark Hamill.
I was talking more live action. The best Joker is Mark Hamill, period, hands down. Everybody knows that. But in live action,
Who?
it's
Luke Skywalker.
the actor that plays Luke Skywalker is the person who was
Oh,
the
I thought you were
Joker.
joking.
No,
He
it's,
voiced him in the animated series and in the Arkham games.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and he
Oh,
did,
that
he did
one.
it in the
Yeah,
recent
that's a good
Killing
one.
Joke movie, which
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
don't
that.
watch that.
That was a good one. Not the movie, but like that actor.
Yeah, don't watch that movie. That movie is.
Right after he says, don't watch
Yeah,
it. That was a
don't-
good one.
I'll watch it because I'll watch just about anything that has to do with comics, but it's a rough going for that movie. But yeah, I'm not going to assume just because he looks a certain way. Because at first I was like, yeah, this doesn't look like the Joker at all to me. But I'm not going to assume that it's going to be bad just because he looks that way. Other than that, I think it'll be a pretty good movie.
Ryan, what do you think?
I don't know, like, I just heard one of my friends mention the movie, and I watched the trailer. I was like, okay, that could be cool. And the movie has gotten shit on the first time it got made, the second time it got made, all the way up until now. And, like, I saw this one thing where there's, like, a petition to take down Rotten Tomatoes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because did they give the movie a bad review? Or?
35%.
35?
37.
37.
37 and it ain't even come out yet. I don't think it has.
Fuck
no,
off.
it came out for critics at select screenings.
Right.
Yeah, there was a meme
Which
about that.
that's dumb. Don't ever tell a critic review company that they need to be taken down for posting critical fucking reviews because you're fucking retarded.
There was a meme about the whole Rotten Tomatoes thing where it said Marvel's worst enemy and it showed Thanos, and then it said DC's worst enemy and it showed Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad's Rotten Tomato ratings.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
know,
was
like,
dumb.
I've been wanting to watch it just for the heck of it, I guess.
Thanos? Your thoughts?
The only reason I want to see it is because of Harley Quinn. That's it.
Oh, I'm right there with you.
That's it. That's literally it. No, don't do that. Fuck Jared Leto. I don't. No, not in his.
I'm irritated about the way they've portrayed Harley Quinn.
Not
That's what I'm
as
irritated about.
not because he's the Joker. Just fuck Jared Leto in general.
Ooh.
Will Smith is not Will Smith
Wait.
in this movie.
That was my question was going to be, so don't get too far into that.
I'm sorry. Well, then go ahead. I just want to see the movie because of Harley Quinn. I'm not gonna lie.
My question is for Dakota because he's probably the biggest comic fan in here.
Nerd.
And like,
So type of-
I only know one form of Deadshot, and that's from the Arrow TV show. So I just wanted to get what you thought about Will Smith being Deadshot, and do you think he's gonna like portray the character correctly?
Yes, I think he'll be a great actor for Deadshot. Because one of the things that
Can you kind of like explain, like I guess, like Deadshot's character?
I don't know anything about Deadshot. I know a little bit about him. Like I watched something like one of the animated features.
Best answer ever.
And opinion now gone.
He's just a very excellent mercenary. That's what he is. He is a man who kills for money, and he is very fucking good at it. And he actually has a relationship with Harley Quinn in the
Because I
comics.
know he goes against Batman quite a few times.
Oh yeah, he's one of the few people
Where
that
is
goes
she?
hand to hand with him on multiple occasions. I think it'll be fine. One of the reasons that I can't remember if Will Smith said this or if somebody was guessing this, but one of the reasons that was assumed that he was playing the role was to get him out of the roles he normally played, which is like, the lone hero character. Now he's playing a team or a villain in a squad of villains. So to help him break form from what he's known that for.
I think kind
it'll
of
be fun.
why I think I kind of had like I don't know about Will Smith for that is because when you think about Will Smith, you either think it's going to be funny, like crazy, something like that. He's going to be that kind of role, or he's going to be like Independence Day. He's going to be the hero, but he's still going to be like the funny guy.
Shout out to
Maybe.
Hancock.
He's
by the way.
he's the snarky hero.
And
Is
so
his
when
character
you
type.
get into where he's playing a villain, it's just kind of like.
And he fits the art type for Deadshot, which is a snarky villain. That's the only difference is he's playing a villain instead of a snarky hero.
You gotta get Chris Tucker to do it.
I mean, I really like Will Smith, so I hope he does good. I hope he does a good job in that role.
I want to hear Chris Tucker's Deadshot. It's like, damn, Harley Quinn.
But that's one of the things that people are wondering about with the movie is like if the Harley Quinn Deadshot romance is going to play into it. Because there's like in the trailers scenes of them interacting. At one point he's carrying her or something. So I don't know if that'll play into it or not.
I don't know.
but
I thought it'd be Joker and Harley Quinn in this one.
No, because isn't the new Harley Quinn? She's kind of like out from under the whole like Joker deal.
Okay,
like,
so-
they remade her, right?
in recent comics,
Let me get comfortable.
in recent comics, Harley Quinn has basically broken off from being in a relationship with Joker. Let me state this real
Well, they
quick.
redid her origin, didn't they?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, with the new 52 and all that.
Like he threw her in a vat of acid instead of. The whole like falling in love with him or whatever.
And she's in a relationship with Joker. Joker is not in a relationship with her. He is literally uses her to his own ends. That's it. So she has finally got out from under him, and she has.
If you know what he means.
And she has several different partners throughout the comics, aside from him. The biggest being Poison Ivy.
Well, I know at one point in the new version of Harley Quinn, she teams up with Poison Ivy and Catwoman as like their own like kind of superhero team.
There was a series made about that a long time ago, but I can't remember what it's actually called.
I mean, I think she's a lot better character now than she used to be.
She is a character who doesn't get as much credit for what she is that she should. She is an incredibly intelligent character, and she's often portrayed as just Joker's love interest and sidekick. And I fucking
Or
hate it.
floozy, I guess.
She is a character who transcended animated film or animated universe into comics. She was not a comic book character. She came from the
She
Batman.
was first in the animated series.
The original Batman, the animated series, she came from that into the comics and has just become.
See, that's the original version of her, though, right? So that's the one that most people know and think of.
Yeah, the
but
jester
now,
suit and all that.
she's more of like an independent character on her own,
Yeah.
and I think she's a lot better character that way.
Oh, she is. Way better.
All right.
I mean, I don't know where we were going with that. I was just talking about.
I just wanted to ask about the movie, man. I didn't want a history.
You were asking what I thought about Will Smith as Deadshot, and that led me to asking. I was wondering if the Deadshot Harley Quinn romance fit into the movie or not. That's how we got to where we got just now.
Well, I'm not going to see the movie. That's all I got.
I'm going to.
Do you have a reason?
Wait, I thought you said you were going to.
No, I'm not, because it's not going to be good. Like, I mean, look, I'm not basing it off the reviews. I really am not. I just, you know, when you watch trailers and you watch interviews and stuff, and like even the people that made the movie and even some of the actors are having questions about it. I'm not going to waste $10 to go see it.
Okay, I know that thing you're talking about where you see all that and it's like, I'll just wait. I've never been that person for anything.
No, I'm going to wait. I'm absolutely going to wait.
I kind of agree with you, Amos, because like I said earlier, I didn't know if I was going to go see it or not, and because I felt kind of like the trailers. It's one of those trailers to me where it kind of feels like all the cool shit happens in the trailer, and you're going to get to the movie and like the rest of it's just kind of like
It's going to be
blah.
stuff. I don't know if I will. Like, I rarely go see movies unless it's like a thing. That
Go with me, Dakota.
If you
I
go,
ain't
I'll
ready to
go.
go with.
If at least one other person goes, I'll go. But I don't think it's going to be a great movie. Like, I think it'll
August
be an
5th, by the way,
okay
if you wanna see
movie.
it.
Yeah, which is
Friday.
2 more days. Yeah, 2 more days from this recording. Anyway, by the time this will be uploaded, the movie will be out. But so yeah, I hope everybody that does want to see it. I hope you're satisfied with the movie, and you can let us know what you think about it, because I ain't gonna see it the first week probably. I don't know. I'll be fair. I'll be 50-50. I don't know.
I was just about to say, are you going to see it ever?
It'll be on Netflix eventually.
If I get a free ticket to see it, I'll probably see it.
What if I buy your ticket?
Well, I mean, you won't have to. I have connections that'll get me a free ticket.
Well,
So, what I'm hearing is you're going with me and Dakota to see it.
Sure. If I can get a free ticket for that day, sure. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't really have a lot of interest to see it. I mean, if Harley Quinn wasn't in the movie, I wouldn't have
like I
wanted to
said,
see it at all.
If Free wasn't going, then I probably wouldn't go watch it. Because it's one of those things where I've done research into it and know it that way, but I don't, like, I've never read anything in actual comics about it. Which is where I get most of my knowledge from. So, I mean, I'll watch it because it's a comic thing. And I like comic things.
Okay. Well, you guys want to do a lightning round real quick? Simple
Sure.
yes or no?
Wait,
Sure.
wasn't there another topic?
No, not anymore.
There is now.
No.
I don't.
Lightning round.
I want to know because you said something specifically about it that had me interested. I don't remember what you said because you said you.
He said he wasn't going to say anything now because we'll get into talking about whatever it was. And then
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Wait, what?
before we started, he was like, oh, I've got a topic, but I'm not going to say anything about it now because if I do, you'll start talking about it now while we're not recording.
Oh, that was with the Pokemon Go.
Oh. Well, never mind.
Yeah, that was the
That was the
I
Pokemon.
thought.
I know what the other topic was, but I think we're running out of time. So I
What was the
didn't
other
do
topic?
round.
I know that's why he's wanting to do
Right.
that.
It was-
Lots of
It
lightning
was
rounds.
where he thinks video games are going.
Well, I mean, yeah, but just
I
lightning
thought it
round.
was
bitch.
what you are going to do next in games or some shit like that. I don't remember. Whatever.
Oh yeah, that's what you said earlier.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I knew.
It's not important.
It's important enough.
So, lightning round. Ready?
What?
Lightning round.
Sam just woke up.
Fucking lightning round. Quicker than your reaction time.
Sorry, I zoned out.
It's okay. It happens.
He did it during the Pokemon, so you're all good.
Yeah, I was just sitting here trying to soak it all in.
At least 2 people do it every podcast.
Some of us
Well,
are
the
just...
Star Wars
If we ever get
podcast where
video
Brian
up,
was
you
like
can see
asleep
it.
on the-
Yeah, I forgot Brian was in that one.
I remember poking
Oh,
him
yeah.
to see if he was alive.
Yeah. Alright, so, first lightning round question. Xbox Slim came out. Mostly it's been good. Will you get Scorpio
No.
next year?
Wait,
That's
that's a
the
different
lightning
one,
round.
right?
Yeah, lightning round.
There's
All right,
those
go,
are
Brian.
2 different things.
I already said no.
Project
Maybe.
Scorpio, 2017.
Maybe I
Release
don't
date.
know. I'll just have to wait until I get more details on it.
Part 1 of my 2-part question.
Yes.
Part 1. What is Xbox Slim?
Can't do a fucking yes
Part
or
2.
no.
What is Xbox Scorpio?
Xbox-
Slim is the Slim Xbox One. Project Scorpio is the next iteration.
He's
of
Master
Xbox.
Race. He didn't give a shit.
No, pretty much. Yeah, I know
just,
you don't give a
they
shit.
can
but-
suck my Master Race PC's ass.
Yeah, stop with that shit.
Goddamn.
You can stop with that shit. PC
Okay,
Master Race people.
I'm going to put in a
Fuck you.
petition to go before Sam from now on.
Why don't you just say veto?
Okay,
Like,
I was like to do a counter petition where during lightning round Sam goes last.
no.
Alright,
I like
I
Sam
retracted
answers.
my last answer. Go read.
Reed, I wonder what you're gonna say.
My answer is fuck no. Next.
You
fuck.
retracted Sam's answer for that?
No, I'm saying I want to get my answer out before Sam gives his novel answer. That way
Okay,
I don't have
now-
to feel like, well, shit, you just said everything.
no, it's. I mean, that's your. Dakota pretty much answered your question. Xbox Slim is just something that's 40% smaller, more powerful, bigger hard drive, cheaper price, kind of a console. Project Scorpio is the next generation of the Xbox One. Allegedly, it's supposed to have a lot more power than.
Oh shit.
It's the teraflops.
Yes.
I might
More
get an Xbox
teraflops.
Slim just for Gears of War 4 bundle. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that
I
bundle
forgot about that.
looks pretty sweet. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely, I'm gonna get a Scorpio. I mean, I plan on having my custom PC by this time next year, but I'm still gonna play Xbox because I can't just drop something that I've been playing for years. It's not that easy for me, unless the system makes you stop playing it.
We're not naming
He
names.
says that as he's hitting the
S4.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Yeah,
Well, the
it's a wonderful console that I have right here. That will be another video.
the last game that I played on my Xbox One was Fallout 4 back in like February.
I know it says you're offline now.
Yeah, because I don't even
Oh.
have Xbox Gold anymore.
No, boom.
The last game I played before that, before Fallout 4, was Elder Scrolls Online back in October.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
My Xbox is unplugged. Right now. I don't even have like my extension cord over there anymore.
Man, you just abandoned us.
There's nothing on the console I want to play right now. Like when Mass Effect comes out,
Well, you
I would
better,
play that. But the problem is, it's going to be way cooler on
let-
PC, so I'll probably play it on PC instead.
Let me counteract that. If you intend to keep an Xbox, you're just not going to play it unless there's one thing you want to play. You better keep it hooked up and keep your account going, like sign in every now and then.
That's it's 5 years is the cutoff time.
Yeah.
If you're about to say what I think you're going to say.
About the sign out thing. If
Sign
you're not
in,
signed, if you're offline for too long, I think they
It's 5
originally
years.
said 5 years, but I think they said they might change it to something shorter.
They better not change it. It's perfect
Yeah,
timing.
the whole thing
I mean,
about losing your gamer tag if you don't sign into Xbox, that's kind of, I mean,
to be
I
fair,
get why
No,
they're-
that's fair. That's fair, 100%.
if
as
you
long,
don't remember,
as long as it's
after
a long
years.
enough period. Like if it's something stupid like 2 weeks or some crap. It's
Yeah,
that's
like it needs to be
dumb.
at least a year. But I mean, even then, like, if you don't have it, if you're not on within a year, you better have just sold your Xbox.
Mhm.
Not just kept it and used it as a stand.
I feel like
for
this
your
could turn into
PC.
a topic. What was the next lightning round thing?
I'm scared to ask it now. No. Okay. No Man's Sky. You've heard of it.
A little bit.
Vaguely.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be an easy question then.
Yeah.
I shouldn't get a novel.
I've heard of
You won't.
No Man's Sky, someone has already claimed to have got a bootleg copy and beat it. They said it took them 30 hours to get to the center of the game. 30 hours. Non-stop. So, my question to you is, do you think that is legitimate, or do you think No Man's Sky is bigger than what this person got a version of? Kind of hard to answer when you don't know a lot about the game.
When he's
but
only, if he's only went to the center,
whoever wants to answer first.
if he only went to the center, then did he not go anywhere else other than straight to the center? Like,
No, allegedly this
he
guy
speed
went
running
straight
it?
to the center. No.
well, in that case, if it took him 30 hours to go straight to the middle, then what about from the middle to the other side, or from the middle to any of the other sides, or anywhere in between? So then, why would it not be more than 30 hours?
Is No Man's Land more of a square or is
Sky.
it like a hexagon?
Is it a circle?
I don't know. I mean, use your imagination. It's galaxies.
As
upon
far as
galaxies.
I've heard
upon
it's
galaxies.
basically just about exploring and stuff, and there's a little bit of like FPS shooting in it, and so that's why
probably
I
legit.
really haven't looked into it because I need more of a point to the game than just
I thought
randomly
you would
go
have heard
explore.
about it.
Explore the galaxy.
Bad
Shoot
question.
things. Sounds like
Yeah.
Mass Effect to me.
Bad question.
Yep. No, there's a. I don't think
There's
it
in the
has
story though.
Yeah. And
There's no Reapers.
And it's like the
I
entire.
was just making a stupid joke
Sorry.
because everybody likes Mass Effect and I don't play it. That's
Oh, you don't?
No.
What's wrong with you?
You need to try it.
I just never got into
Are you
it.
sick?
You gotta try it.
I stopped.
At
If
least.
they
Right.
if they make a collection remastered for Xbox One, I'll play it.
Well, they got it on the 360 that's backwards compatible.
I will play it if they remaster it
I like the baseball bat. League.
because then it'll be like I could just buy all of them.
It's gonna hit me in the back of the head here in a second.
It'll be funny.
So what was your question about No Man's Sky?
Do you
It
think
was,
Just
well,
like if you think it's legitimate, I don't think it is because he bootlegged it, and I don't trust anybody who bootlegs shit. And then like, here's my review of it.
I think it's probably correct, but it's supposed to be procedurally generated universe, and it's mainly about exploring. So yeah, you could probably get to the center of whatever the hell it is, but just because you get to the center is
Doesn't mean you explored it.
yeah.
No.
I mean that's like playing. Well, since we've already had Pokemon in this thing, that's like getting to the center of Kanto in Pokemon Red. Okay, you got to the middle of Kanto. What the hell's the point? That doesn't mean you beat the game. That doesn't mean you've enjoyed the entire fucking game. So
I don't think you're hitting hard enough.
I missed my hair. I could hit harder. Cool. Good answer. That was a shitty lightning round. I need to come up with better questions than that.
what's
Listen.
another question?
I don't have another one.
No, I mean, Brian didn't even.
I think it's
answer,
legit.
so- yeah, I think it's legit.
There we go.
Didn't they say he
I
paid
think-
like something stupid too, like $15,000 or some crap
it was
I have no idea.
for the advanced copy that
But
he
he
got?
probably,
very
he probably
least-
actually got like a beta version of it, you know?
he paid at least $1,250 for it, at least.
Maybe that's what it was, 1,500, not
It's
50,000.
an idiot,
That would have been
man.
ridiculous.
That
Yeah,
dude's
that's
an-
like Star Citizen level.
That dude's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree.
You
$1,250.
pay- If you're the kind of person who, whenever something new comes out and people buy it, scalpers buy it, and then put it up on eBay for like double the price, you're a dumb person. I'm taking y'all Amos' plugs.
Double all the plus.
You're a dumb person for paying way more for something.
Yeah.
No, I get you. I agree.
Well, another thing could be if you saw anything at Comic Con.
I have no idea.
Wait, you went to Comic Con?
No, I'm saying like you saw anything like that happened during Comic Con since we haven't had a podcast since Comic Con included.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really checked into Comic Con.
Yeah.
I should have, but I just haven't. That's on me. I'll
Oh,
probably look
yes.
into it for next week or something.
Well, we can just wait until next week. Then.
I was sad that there wasn't a Power Ranger movie trailer at Comic Con.
I'm gonna throw that in for next week.
Power Rangers?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's some shit I'd like to discuss
I can talk
on
about that
one.
shit.
But anyway, so that's it for us. It's 100 degrees in this room,
Yeah.
so
It's like 60.
I'm gonna regret asking this. But anybody have any closing thoughts?
I like how you said that. You're like, I'm
Yeah, I completely forgot about that until you said that, Amos.
What?
Nothing.
Power Rangers
Yes, Power Rangers.
or closing thoughts? I don't know. Or 100 degrees? Which one is it? I'm curious now, but I don't ask. So, that's it for us this week.
So wait, nobody had closing thoughts? Is that what I'm getting out of this?
EA sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
There we go.
Because I got one.
Yes?
It's morphin' time.
Oh my god.
I do. New Immortals!
Oh, that's copyrighted.
Damn it,
$5.
Brian.
All right, Brian.
I was hoping Brian would have my back on that one.
Oh, not nearly as loud as I thought it would be.
That was Sam's wallet. Whoo!
I thought it broke.
Yeah. But that does it for the It's Take Gaming podcast this week. This may be a two-parter because we went for an hour and 10 minutes. So
It's alright. They can, listen to the whole thing.
yeah, in two parts.
I mean,
So
I watch hour-long podcasts all the time. I don't understand what the problem is. I
Anyway.
watch the Off Topic podcast, which routinely goes 2 hours.
So, anyway, that does it for us this week. If you have any topics, please share. Just on a side note, some people have sent me some topics, but I haven't had a chance to fully evaluate on them, so that's why I've not included them. So,
Next week.
Rude.
I know.
No, don't ruin the Power Ranger one.
So, keep sending us topics, keep asking questions. Make sure you follow us on our social media, Facebook, Twitter. What else we got? Tumblr. I ask this every week. YouTube.
Your mom.
Your mum. For you British people.
MomTube.
Your mum-tube.
I thought Tumblr was for porn. Why do we have a Tumblr?
I thought Instagram was for porn.
For our porn.
Instaporn.
Wild.
Good one.
We should upload our podcast to Pornhub.
I can't wait to
But we
see
get a
all
lot
the
of
red
views on
thumbs.
there.
Yeah. Get more sex messages on Twitter.
Hell yeah.
Wait. We get text messages?
I'll explain that off topic. So anyway,
Send them to my DMs, bro.
appreciate you watching. Let us know about your
Listen.
thoughts of Pokemon Go, Suicide Squad, what you think's going to happen next in gaming, and hopefully we'll see you next week. That's it. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
See ya.